Thank you for watching, liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing right now.
That's weird. Why is the frame rate crappy? Frame rate's really crap. Oh, there we go. That's better. I smell it! Hey, it worked. I haven't started broadcasting yet.
Hey.
It worked. I haven't started broadcasting yet. But I got a bit of Lego to get through. I'm going to start with the superheroes, I guess. But I'm going to wait till... Going to give it a few more minutes. Problem is the quality of this video has gotten... It used to be awesome.
It just sucks now.
Yeah, it used to be really, really good, and like, it's no longer as good as it was. I even tried getting I tried to get the FireWire camera to connect up to this, and it didn't work at all. I tried to get the FireWire camera. Oh, are you listening to the audio, Chris? Iowa. Listen to the audio, Chris. You know, my family would love you, Chris. Iowa. Yeah, I'm a Panther. I'm supposed to say I'm a Panther. That's my alma mater. Thanks, honey.
I was a Hawkeye.
Yeah, I'm a panther. Well, I guess I can say it. Thank you, honey. Did you eat any? Did you have any?
Yeah, I think we got leftover pasta.
Oh, okay. I guess I can say it. Thank you, honey. Did you eat any? You may want to mute the other stream, though, Chris. Oh, okay.
Chili?
Yeah, someone's got another feed up. There, it's gone. I can hear an echo.
Just your head.
It's not my head.
Hey, Creighton.
Hi.
Diana's here. Sorry.
Hi.
So is Wicket. I haven't started broadcasting yet, Chris, but it will be. Diana made chili.
Oh, that sounds good. That's actually what I'm having tonight.
What's the kind that you get, hon? What is it?
Uh,
It's really good. It's like
yeah.
there's not a lot of tomatoes in it, and that's how I like it. But what is it again?
Yeah. I need to go look. I'll go look. Up.
Like chili? Is it? No. It's what's the
No.
brand?
I want to say it's like Nelly.
Oh, Naily. Yeah. Like the pickles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, it's so good.
And I just added onion and bacon to it. Because we have bacon. So.
So, Chris, you're from Southeast Polk?
Yeah, that was my high school.
Yeah, I grew up in Norwalk.
Oh, yeah. Even Jake, the other guys with the locker room, we both went to high school together. So when we're going through the list of the registered Gnomies, like your name came up, like, oh, he's from Norwalk? Because it was on Facebook, and we're like, what?
Yeah.
It's really funny. So sorry, I wasn't anticipating that I would be eating chili at this point, but
No, it's fine, man. No problem at all.
I'm going to be eating chili. My dinner, hopefully, this is going to keep me from getting sick. I don't know, just right before the show today, I just felt really drained. And really kind of like that pre-ooky feeling thing.
You said the weather's kind of nasty out there?
Yeah, but I don't know if it was the weather that was, I mean, I've never really been impacted by the weather. We saw a few other people get sick, and my parents are visiting starting tomorrow. They're visiting, and my mom is just getting over being sick, and I'm really worried that like whatever I have is just gonna get pushed over the edge, and then I'm just gonna like, ugh.
Yeah.
So I'm warning everybody this week, like on the videos. I'm like, I may not be on tomorrow. I don't know yet.
Yeah.
Depends on how sick I feel. If I feel sick.
Bonjour.
Matt and Ollie, welcome. I haven't started broadcasting it yet. Obviously, it's going out on live.perillo.com, but...
I put the link in the IRC, so I'm sure a few more are going to join us.
I hear
great.
Matt Ryan.
No, you linked it in the Gnomies IRC? Thanks.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, I posted it on Facebook. I got to remember to cross over to the IRC, too. No, sorry for being rude, but I'm eating. I'm after the and drinking juice. Tasty.
I need extra.
So does Iowa have? I'm sorry, Creighton. What?
No, go ahead. I'm just.
Oh, I was wondering how Iowa's weather is faring.
Actually, dude, I moved out to Maryland, but I got buddies back in Iowa. It's
sorry,
no, it's fine.
mentally I'm making the connection when I'm seeing it on your shirt.
I'm a proud Iowan in Maryland. I don't fit in too well out here, but the weather's been unseasonably warm. Actually, I talked to a friend yesterday. Matter of fact.
Wow. Yeah, my parents are flying up from Texas. The I don't know what the weather's like down there, but they were saying Mom apparently doesn't have like boots or something like that. She was playing on them. Like, well, it started snowing yesterday. I mean, it really. I mean, we got a couple inches. It was without having anything all year here.
Yeah.
We have 2 feet over here near Spokane.
Wow. Yeah, I'll go through. If I'm walking through the airport, if I'm walking or anywhere, and I see like very rarely do I see UNI or Panthers, but if I see like ISU, I'm more likely to see Cyclone or Hawkeyes. Like if I see it, like I'll go Hawks, and like it's just like yeah, like
out here they'll run across the room and come grab you like, you're from Iowa. You know, it's so rare, far in between out here that.
In Washington, I tell you, I've met a lot of former Iowans out here. It gets for some reason or another, Pacific Northwest seems to attract a lot of people from Iowa. The climate, I would say, is roughly the same, but I think the mentality or like the way like people think, it's very similar to Iowa. Probably a little more liberal than Iowa traditionally.
I was actually talking to some buddies of mine. Bunch of my buddies moved up kind of your way up into Oregon. But yeah, it seems like a nice place up there.
I love it up here. Oh, it looks like Tyler's has a microphone echoes. We all have them. Yeah, he's like, I gotta find my headset. Damn it. Oh, headsets. I haven't started broadcasting yet because I started eating my chili. I'm refueling for the inevitable buildathon, or what this will be. Because I got this one, I want to put it together. It's only 207 pieces. And then as I did in the show today, the basketball minifigs. These will be quick. It's just opening them up. Yeah, I just found out about these, and then I looked on eBay, and someone was selling the whole lot of them. And I was really shocked that no one else was in on it. I'm like, oh, that's a good price. So don't everybody talk at once.
Apparently, Lady Gaga joined Google Plus.
What's that?
Lady Gaga joined Google Plus.
Oh, Lady Gaga? Well, either here comes the neighborhood or there went the neighborhood.
Well, I'm a Lady Gaga fan.
I don't mind her music. In fact, the first time I heard Justin Bieber, I thought he was a she. He sounded like Imogene Heap to me. I'm like, is that Imogene Heap? And the man said, no, it's Justin Bieber. And I'm like, really? And I guess he's got a tattoo now on his leg. Justin Bieber does.
Really?
I don't know if this is just a rumor, but apparently it's a picture of Jesus, and Jesus is looking up towards his butt. So I don't know if that was... Hang on, let me see my Justin... I don't even want to see the results for this.
You probably get a whole bunch of girls with the tattoo of his face.
Yeah, Jesus leg yeah, it's a Jesus leg tattoo, but Jesus is looking straight up into his butt. Yeah, look at it. I dare you to Google it, but you know, it's just his eyes are looking the wrong direction. I think I don't know. It's kind of funny.
You know,
Not
the
that
Lady
I
Gaga
noticed
front.
these things. Well, not that I have a feed tracker for all things Justin Bieber, because I don't.
You know, the Lady Gaga front, you have to respect any artist these days that actually sings on stage instead of lip syncs.
Well, what I love about Lady Gaga, she's hands-on with her fans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I appreciate that more than anything.
Oh, and she's sponsored by Google, which, yeah, hey, good for her.
Well, naturally. And if they pulled her in, I mean, they knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
I guarantee she's going to be the #1 followed person in 2 minutes. Did she just join?
I think so. That's what I thought I saw.
I thought I caught the other day that Madonna had joined too.
Oh, well, you know, everything Madonna does.
Madonna was my Lady Gaga.
Yeah.
Not really, but I guess
We just need to get Britney Spears out of #1. I think she's #1.
Is she still relevant? I mean,
No.
She was
What has
Britney
she done?
Spears.
Britney?
Yeah.
Is she back? Is Britney back? Or
I don't know.
You know, I don't mind any of their music. I really don't. It takes a lot for me to not like something.
Yeah, she's at #1 with almost 1.5 million followers.
I actually liked Paparazzi. That's, I think, if I had a favorite song.
That was a
And
good one.
Diana, she's watching that. What's the Bieber movie? Bieber movie. She was watching it on Netflix, and damn thing sucked me in. I'm like, what the hell are you watching? I got to be up on my Bieber trivia. I mean, I can't, I'm old, but I don't want to be like old, like that I'm completely out of the loop. That would be, Diana keeps me young.
I may have to run here. Just dinner's on its way, but the Surface 2.0 apparently is shipping.
There we go.
And you were asking earlier about a Windows 8 touchscreen computer that would draw you away. What do you think about a Surface?
Well, we had Surface at Gnome Decks a few years ago, and it was pretty good. It was nice to kind of get your hands on and play with. How much are they running though? They're still right around 10 grand?
I'm guessing now they're one huge Gorilla Glass, so they can't be cheap. I mean, imagine that big of a device. I mean, it is not a slouch. It's a
And
coffee
they're running
table.
on an AMD processor, if I'm not mistaken, as well.
I remember
Good for
at the
AMD.
Gnome Decks when they had the Surface there, we caught one blue screened.
Having issues.
Oh, Todd's trying to get in. Todd's not currently in the we haven't gone through and added everybody. So I'm going to add Todd to the Gnomies circle. Okay, Todd, you're in.
Everything just blacked out for me in Google Plus.
Try now.
Okay.
Oh, someone just left. Creighton. So again, I'm going to be starting the Lego thing. It's just that Diana brought up Chili. And Chili, in the grand universe, or the greater universe, always trumps Lego. It's Chili, Lego, and so on. Justin Bieber, it's like there's a whole.
It all goes together.
And she disappeared. She went downstairs and then she left.
Am I like ultra widescreen or something?
You are.
Cool.
I don't know why.
It's just the FaceTime cam.
Oh, I bet you that's why. Because what the Google software does is it makes it so that it turns a 3x4 webcam aspect ratio to a widescreen. So it's probably doing the same thing with a FaceTime cam. That's my guess.
And at least it doesn't seem to be stretching you necessarily.
Yeah.
See, I tried to get it. It won't work with a FireWire camera for some reason. And I even tried running through CamTwist, and it still wasn't going.
Well, before we do we're not public right now, are we?
We're not public.
All
It's
right.
on live.perlo.com. I haven't started recording. You do that, I guess, when you start.
But the people on the page can watch it, though, I think.
Not yet, because it's not broadcasting yet.
Well,
It's
I
still
would like to.
limited right now. We have the ability to do it. Oh, Matt, are you saying you have to go?
In just a minute, but really, really quick, I just wanted to thank all of you, bottom of my heart, man. Us writers, we really, really appreciate your support. So, thanks for joining Gnomies, and I'm looking forward to providing you with some great content and deals this year.
Thanks for making the page. It's great.
No worries.
Yeah, thank you.
We've got a few, there's a few things that I'm waiting to hear. I mean, this is going to be ongoing, but I got the word out to a couple of places that have hardware, and I'm going to see if we can work out something. I've worked with them before in the past, but sometimes working with hardware companies, unless you're talking to the right person, can be a bit of a challenge. All right, so that's that. I'm almost ready to go live. I just didn't want to do it. I realized.
4 more bites.
Yeah, no, just 4 more. This is so good.
It's weird.
But Diana always puts like fresh onions in it, which add to it, and then of course she adds bacon. Bacon makes everything better.
By the way, Chris, I have to say just how much I appreciate the fact that you use a lav, because the alternative, this thing has been hogging up my desk for a year now. And I may switch to a lav mic for any web chats that I do.
You know, I'm just going out of the webcam on this one, but Did Creighton go away again? He's trying to fix it and it ain't gonna work. You can't fix it. It's Google.
Got kicked out. It's like,
Oh, you got kicked out? Oh, sorry. It wasn't me.
No hangout for you.
I keep
It
losing
was-
videos, so.
Yeah,
I
it might
was,
be normal.
I was changing to another Google account to check something, and it kicked me.
Oh, there's Todd. Todd, you weren't in the Gnomies group yet. Because
That's alright. I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's just, like, not working for me, so.
No, I looked and I'm like, oh wait, that's why.
That's
why.
alright.
But then,
I just signed up today. It's no biggie.
you know, I caught that. I'm like, oh, cool. I didn't realize that was for some reason, I didn't juxtapose the handle that you use with your name.
Yeah, it's a weird nickname, yeah, but it's Mastatobis, so.
Well,
Yeah.
as opposed to Locker Gnome being a normal, it's far from normal. Far from normal.
I used to just go by Tobis, and my best friend kept calling me Mastatobis, so it stuck.
Oh, that's a good one. Mine, it started the same way. It was just a nickname in high school, and then it grew into that.
My name is unique enough that I don't need a nickname.
There you go.
You don't know any other Creightons?
No?
What about Creighton Barrel?
Oh, yeah, that's Crate. It's C-R-A-T or whatever. It's not Creighton.
See, I would change my last name.
Barrel.
Just for giggles. Just for giggles. All right, see, this webcam, the only way I can get it to work is by doing a hangout, and the quality is going to suck. So, Kevin, I don't know if Kevin's going to be joining us eventually, but I'm planning on just recording whatever we talk about and whatever happens in this. It'll be going into the Locker Gnome YouTube channel. And I said, and I'll probably mention this again when we start recording, but as I was doing the broadcast today, I was showing off some of the NBA minifigs, and they come with these collectible cards in wrappers, and I'm not interested in them. Really, I like the minifigs, so I'm going to be stacking them all up and then just giving to one random Gnomie, and hopefully they're a basketball fan, and if not, then they can potentially pass it on to another basketball fan. If there are any basketball fans in the crowd, I don't know.
Nope.
No.
See, yeah,
Yeah, you'll have a hard time giving those away.
I'm kind of into football a little bit, Chris, but other than that, that's it.
Yeah, that's it? All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so thank you all for joining. Let me get the promotional engine running. Looks like, oh, the videos have been processed already. The programmer one that we just did looks like it's already live. Nice. That was a pretty quick turnaround, too. Okay, so give me a second. Need to be reminded that my eyebrows are a little unkempt. Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And I believe the broadcast video is live. This is the special Chris without the top of his head edition, reminiscent of the scene in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom where they eat the monkey brains. The rest of my head is on the other side of the office. It's out for cleaning, and so my brain is fully exposed. Specifically to those who are joining this broadcast and the recording, which I have every intention on making public on our YouTube channel. The people who are joining me now are Gnomies, registered Gnomies, people who join Gnomies.com, and part of the benefit is to be able to do things like this, join me in Hangouts and talk about whatever we want to talk about during the course of whatever. I have no idea how frequently I'm going to do one. I hope to do one on a regular basis. You know, I would say maybe once a week or once every couple of weeks, depending on how schedules go. But, you know, when I have something to play with here and we have things to talk about theoretically, then everything will go well. There is no form or function to this other than chatting with new and old friends in the Google Plus Hangout. It's being recorded by way of Google, so the quality's not amazing, but hopefully the content, whatever we dive into, will be interesting to talk about, as well as some of the stuff I have here. I've got what I just showed in a live episode on YouTube, the Lego DC Universe Superheroes. This is a gift from Farah, or farahnow.com, package tracking. And then I also have a few NBA minifigs to unbox, and I did a video on that as well. And then I know this is probably going to be a separate video tomorrow. I went out and I bought friends. So for everyone who says, "Oh, you buy your friends," they're right. I buy my friends. These are my Lego girlfriends. And it's Lego. It's just that the minifigs are more doll-like, very reminiscent of Polly Pocket. And is that David that joined us there?
Yes.
Awesome. David, not Lee Banther.
Exactly.
Although Diana wants to call you that now, it's funny.
I'm perfectly fine with that name, by the way. Perfectly fine with it.
David Lee. I think it's a good. It's David Lee Roth that gets stuck in my head, and so I'm like,
exactly.
David Lee Roth, and it's not David Lee Banther. Okay, so let me go ahead, and this hangout is public. The only way to join this hangout, again for everybody who's watching, is to be a registered Gnomie, and that's pretty much, I think, honestly, for the hangouts that I've done in the past. I mean, they've been interesting, but I really think I want to keep the hangouts that I do just for or with Gnomies. Honestly, I mean, just because it's a certain group of people, certainly I would say, the pillars of our community, because you guys are supporting us directly, I mean, beyond what you've done before. And here's a rock star, Andrew Epperson. So, Andrew, you got your chair.
Yeah, it should be here in about 5 weeks.
So, for everybody who doesn't know Andrew, we donated, he reached out to our community on New Year's to raise money for himself. He donated to us. And I turned around and gave all the New Year's donations back to Andrew and kind of spread the word. And because of doing that, Andrew was beforehand was having difficulties getting a wheelchair, but effectively the Locker Gnome community pretty much helped him get something that he needed to get around. But not just a regular wheelchair, Andrew. That's and you might be able to explain it a little better, but something that gives you far more mobility than average.
Yeah, it was insane to begin with. I mean, I actually started the thing back in October, but it kind of failed. The original link I gave you, I think you still have it running through the ticker. I tried just going through YouTube, and it was like I just get slammed and slammed and slammed. So finally I gave up, and I was like, nope, new approach. And I started the fundraiser, and my original intention was maybe he'll, mention it. I never intended for you to actually donate, and it was just kind of took off from there. And then I got a phone call about it, and it just kind of blew up out of nowhere. It was definitely a great thing.
Like I said, that's when I started doing the New Year's hangout, I wasn't intending on doing anything except for being silly. And then as soon as I saw that kind of float through, I was like, this, we could do something better than just me goofing around. And so I was very happy to see that you were able to work. It looks like you were able to connect with your insurance company, and they saw what we did in social media.
The insurance company didn't, but the people who make the wheelchair did.
Really?
And they said, we'll knock off a good at least 25%, and they ended up knocking off about $1,000+
Really?
Yeah, so it worked out well, but man,
so
I have to. Go ahead.
No, I didn't mean to interrupt, Andrew. I wanted to ask specifically about the chair that you were looking for, because it seemed that some people were a little confused, because for a lot of people who've never had to deal with a wheelchair, they just assume it's all the same, and I can't imagine it's all the same.
It's not the same. I don't know how many comments I tried to respond to where people said either A, he's scamming, or B, it should be about $500. And I said, $500 for what? I said one piece is about $3. I have my invoice. I could actually, if you wanted to, I could send it to you so that you could show it to everybody if you wanted.
Andrew, trust me, when I saw your video on YouTube and I watched the whole thing, you don't put yourself out there like that, and specifically, I know you weren't expecting on getting hit by trolls, but I can't imagine anybody willingly wanting to do something like that.
No, it's like I said to somebody else. I said, why would I be up from? I mean, I'm sure you've taken a look at my Twitter. I was on from 7 a.m. to 3, plugging that thing constantly. And why would I be doing that just for a scam? That is way too much work.
Well, you know, I think there's a healthy amount of skepticism that, you know...
And I mean, I get it.
Well, sure, but, you know, I've seen enough and I've known enough that your mission was very humble, and the fact that you donated back to our community meant more to me than anything. And so I was more than happy to help make something like this happen, specifically if the insurance company still wasn't playing ball. And it's good to know that the company that makes the chair is being helpful.
Well, yeah, it was actually kind of, I mean, I know you wanted me to kind of talk about the chair, and I can. I mean, a lot of it was I needed a special seat. One thing was the seat. I need a pressure relief seat because, as you can imagine, sitting in a chair for about 12 to 13 hours a day in one spot, you think that doesn't get uncomfortable?
Oh, trust me, I come pretty close.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. I think I sit in front of my computer as much as you. But yeah, one of the things was the seat, and that seat is $800 by itself, just for a seat. I mean, it looks like somebody cut up an air mattress and said, "Here's $800." But I mean, that's really how that stuff works. The seat belt was like $100. The harness was another $2 or $3. I mean, stuff adds up, and it adds up quick.
Well, what was more interesting, too, is what Andrew did. He had, from the donations, we raised about half as much as we needed, but it seems like that was enough with the company kind of helping out, really, with, I would say, a steep discount. Andrew donated, I think it was the remainder, to another Locker Gnome community member who is starting up an orphanage, or I guess is helping an orphanage, also in Oregon, for Filipino kids. And so we closed that loop, and so more than just one person has benefited from, I guess, the Locker Gnome community directly. So, you know, it's nice to have your support, Andrew, and I was very happy to have facilitated or helped kind of rally the troops to bring you a better quality of life.
You definitely did. I mean, that's why the day you announced Gnomies, I kept hearing you say Gnomies in the background on your mic. I could hear you saying Gnomies something, and I was like, that SOB's going to say Gnomies in a minute. And so I kept watching, and I kept trying these different URLs to try to find it to make sure I was the first one in. I tried like gnomies.lockergnome.com, gnomies.perillo.com, gnomies with a slash.com.
Now that's dedication.
Son of a bitch. I couldn't believe it. You said gnomies.com. I was like, why the fuck? Oh, excuse me. Why didn't I think of that?
Well, no, like I said, very happy to have you as a part of this sub-community of the greater community, Andrew. I mean, it's an honor.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I'll be sure to jump on a hangout as soon as I have the chair too.
Oh, no worries. Now I'm geeking out. I got my the home. This may be a longer build than I thought. You guys may be talking amongst yourselves as I go through this. I may need to go get a. I'll be back in a second. You guys talk amongst yourselves. I'll be back. I get, and I'll bring it, lunch trays. They have in cafeterias and grade schools. Work very well for Lego organizing, like putting things together. So, and Kevin's here.
Yep, I was doing some errands earlier.
No worries, dude. Everybody, this is Kevin, and I'm sorry, no one. You guys feel free to. Okay, I'm gonna step away. No, actually, just wait, and then I'll let you introduce yourself. I'll come back. Talk amongst yourselves about something else. I'll be back.
Hi, Kevin. How are you?
Hey, Creighton.
What's going on, Kevin?
Good. Nothing, really. Except I was just looking through some of my old boxes of floppy disk. I have one book, and here's a couple of them. I got those Windows 3.1 installation disks.
Nice. Do you have any of those 5 1/4, the actual floppy disks?
Not the big one. I've got the smaller size, but not the mini floppies.
I found a couple of the ones for the Commodore 64. They're up in my attic now.
Those size, yeah.
I was cleaning out my office here. I'm like, I gotta get this clean. I got too much old stuff laying around.
Yep. Yeah, I have those. The one for the Commodore 64, I have those those size of floppy disks. But the original one, those are a lot bigger.
Yeah, 5 1/4 inch.
Yeah.
Yep.
I had an Atari 800.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Does anyone remember the TI 99-4A? That was like the first computer I ever owned.
Yeah, I had a TRS-80 Model 3.
The disk drive, like the big expansion unit, is like this. You dropped it, it would just like break. It weighed like I don't know how much it weighed. It weighed a lot though.
So David Banther, I saw your home office tour that you left as a video response.
Oh yeah, no, I always enjoy doing those, and I enjoy watching yours on New Year's each year.
Yeah, you got a nice you organize kind of like I do. Like I got the like the stuff like on the shelves. You know, I get a lot of that clutter over a year's time, and it has to go somewhere.
I try and keep all my clutter, like all my little tchotchkes and all my stuff on one shelf because I hate the mess. But it drives the cleaning lady at like the office crazy because she can't dust around the Lego men and she knocks them all over and she tries to put them back up and they're not. She doesn't put them back up how I like them. So it's this ongoing joke we have with her. But I try and contain the mess.
Take a picture and leave it for reference.
I had the same problem. Wait a minute. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I had the same problem with the Lego X-wing. I have cleaners too, and so it would keep getting destroyed. Like, so inevitably, I just moved it to the top shelf. I'm like, screw it, I'm just gonna collect dust.
Sometimes that's what you have to do with that.
That's why I don't bring anything to my office at work. I just have everything here in my home office, so I know I'm not gonna knock it over or break it or anything. Like the top of my desk is all just figures and collectibles and stuff.
Dude, my Vaders have collected so much dust.
I mean, dust is part of the whole thing, it's not a bad thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would consider I probably need to get like for my Vaders I probably need to get those figurine like capsules like I got for the Snaggletooth. I got the Sears special edition, or not really special edition, but the limited run tall Snaggletooth that came with the Sears set. I don't know if anybody else collected Star Wars figures, but it's a very rare figure, and I have that in like a container of sorts. And I thought about doing it for the other Vaders, but some of them were kind of big because of the capes.
Nice.
Things that geeks do.
Yeah, I had this vision of encasing them in carbonite.
Yes. Yeah, I still have my original Star Wars figures from when I was a kid.
The Kenner ones?
Yeah, the Kenner ones, yeah.
Yeah, I've got a couple of those. I think I have an original Boba Fett somewhere.
I think I should have all of them, because I collected them all the way through the Power of the Force with the collectible coins.
Right.
But somehow, some of the stuff that I used to have, I think, over time it gets lost, but I think the only thing I have from my childhood that's still in full collection and in good condition are my Garbage Pail Kids.
Oh, okay, I remember those too. Yeah, because I have a Vader. I don't have the cape for him, but I have the old Kenner Vader with the lightsaber. It's a telescoping lightsaber that comes out. That was pretty cool.
This is the Vader that started it all. I got this as a gift. The original Kenner Vader.
And then, the lightsaber goes in and out, right?
Yep,
Yeah,
that's it. Telescoping lightsaber.
I don't have his cape though.
But the funny thing is the edge of the lightsaber, it had that little tip. A lot of people would break that off. They'd break off the tip.
That happened to my Obi-Wan.
Yep. And so I got this as a gift, and it was just this Vader sitting there. I'm like, I need to have more than one. And so then it just exploded into an office full of Vader. That's how it happened. I mean, I wasn't a huge Darth Vader fan as a kid. I loved Han Solo, but kind of that's what happened.
I've always been a fan of Obi-Wan Kenobi. That was always my favorite character. I don't know why.
I liked Obi-Wan in the prequels.
He was really good in the prequels.
Ewan McGregor was the only believable character in the prequels.
He did an awesome job. I don't know about Anakin. Anakin, I was ugh.
Oh, Hayden Christensen?
Yeah.
What a whiner that kid
Well,
is.
when you take him and put him into, like, the Return of the Jedi, that just threw me.
Oh, yeah, you mean at the end of the movie?
Yes. If I was that old actor, I would have been like, why did you do that?
Oh, I'd be upset, sure.
I would.
See, I thought something was wrong. I was like, wait, doesn't Wonder Woman have an invisible lasso? I'm like, no, she has the invisible jet. The lasso of truth.
If she has an invisible jet, how does she find it?
I don't know.
I'm just throwing it out there. I was just like, how do you know where you parked there? Would you run into it by accident, or?
There's a funny Family Guy scene with that, where she's like,
she's flying.
She's flying, and she's like in the bathroom, and Superman like comes up.
She's like, I'm in the laboratory. Right. He's like, oh.
Wait a minute.
Isn't her weakness like something stupid? Like if she's bound by a man or something. I've known like these characters have like really stupid like disabilities.
You have a very clear picture there, Craig. What are you?
It's that widescreen camera.
It's the MacBook Pro's FaceTime cam. That's all it is.
I'm on my Mac. Well, I have a 2009 MacBook Pro, and it's as you can see, we're like VGA quality here. So I use like a separate camera.
This is a early 2011 MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looks noticeably different.
Yeah, I'm also ultra widescreen too. So.
Yeah, I have one FaceTime HD camera, but I don't know if I've used it for a Google Hangout.
Chris, did you say you were getting a MacBook Air?
Oh no! You mean in the Gnomies chat? I actually have an older MacBook Air, like the generation they had posted on that page.
Yeah,
I picked it up, I think, from Mac Mall, like maybe a year ago, almost on the same price. And I mean, it's nice. I tell you, if I needed a new portable computer, I would seriously consider a MacBook Air.
Yeah, that's what I'm using. I really like it.
Especially the newer gen with like an i5. And those things are they're lightweight, they're solid.
Yeah. Basically like an Ultrabook.
No, it's the first Ultrabook. It is the only thing that would make it possibly better is if Apple would develop more touchscreen capabilities within OS X, like the way Microsoft's doing with Metro.
So why not get like an iPad 2 then, if you want to get a MacBook Air?
Yeah, but there are certain things that I can do more easily on a traditional desktop operating system that I can't do on an iPad. For casual browsing, the iPad's perfect. Watching media, the iPad's perfect. But if I'm really browsing the web and needing to get anything done, I have to be able to flip back and forth and do various things.
And still, I mean, Flash is going away, but you still need it for some stuff. So.
Yeah. And that's the thing that, I'm sure it's just going to be a matter of time before this Google Plus Hangout just dies, because it's crippled by Flash software. I hope to God Google can come up with a way around the classic Google Chat software that they use, because it dogs Google Chrome inevitably like an hour into it.
I don't think it's Flash. I think it's Java. I think it is.
What's running? Yeah, you might be right, Creighton. This isn't Flash, but it needs to be improved dramatically.
Yeah, it does. That's one of their biggest problems is their GTalk plugin.
Ugh, it's old.
Really old.
So old, dude.
I have a MacBook Air. The one thing you have to watch out with that, though, is they generate so much heat.
Yeah.
It gets so hot. I had to buy a Belkin cooling pad for it just to type on it.
Mine hasn't gotten that hot.
Which Air do you have?
It was the first year it came out.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. They've definitely changed since then. Mine's a Core 2 Duo. It doesn't get too hot, but I can't imagine that Core i5, running cool for long.
Yeah, the first one's
it's got to be underclocked at least.
What was that? Hang on.
Yeah, I think the Core i5s are underclocked because they only run 1.6 and 1.7, don't they?
They're probably underclocked intentionally.
Yeah.
You know, but I tell you, those are solid machines, and even at that price for a Core 2 Duo, I'm really happy in having that because it's kind of like if I need to walk around with a computer, it's usually that. And it doesn't happen all that often.
Yeah, I want to get a MacBook Air, or I was even looking at the Ultrabooks, because I don't want to lug around this big MacBook Pro with me to all my classes.
You know,
everywhere I go.
I'm going to be curious to see the Ultrabooks, and I'm watching with great interest, specifically Ultrabooks that are going to ship with Windows 8. Those are the ones.
Yeah,
touchscreen. Go ahead. Sorry.
We had gotten a look at the Dell one. I didn't physically go, but I had a couple of people go for us, and I had posted a bunch of videos from CES, and one of them was of the new Dell Ultrabook, and the way that they were describing it to me, it was amazingly fast, even running Windows 7, and it didn't seem like the other Ultrabooks that are out right now that are maybe a little bit sluggish or slow. So I have high hopes, at least for the Dell 13 Ultrabook.
You think they're going to start shipping with SSDs?
They need
almost everything is.
Yeah, they need to.
I think they have to, just because of how thin they are. And I wouldn't get an Ultrabook without an SSD.
What's the point?
Yeah, exactly. That's the point.
And that's another thing, Chris. My MacBook Air has it's like a 64 gig SSD, but I don't know if that's going to help temperature at all. But it runs. It seems to run cool and silent enough for me on average use. But I'm not pushing Google Plus Hangouts. That's when it would get hot.
Yeah, I had a MacBook Pro at one point, and then I switched to this. I got this thing and gave the MacBook to my wife. So I got an Alienware. I think this is the M14.
Yeah, I got a MacBook Pro for work. That gets hot.
Yeah, I remember I used to have it. I had one of those things to put on my lap because that thing was burning my legs like crazy.
That reminds me of my old Dell laptop that would
the Samsung Series 9 looks pretty nice. I was looking at that.
Yeah, crazy that your Dell gets so hot and the next thing catches on fire.
Yeah,
I couldn't leave it for more than maybe 10 minutes on my legs, or they'd start burning.
My friend fell asleep with her MacBook on her body in bed. And she woke up
my God!
49 degree burn. She had to go to urgent care.
This is why I guess a desk like this. I don't know if you can see on the camera. These rolling ones that has basically one side being held on. I just prop it next to my bed so I can just push it in.
So Chris, you could do your cooking show by cooking on the laptop.
Yeah.
Cook an egg on the laptop.
Can a MacBook Air fry an egg?
Didn't you do something like that on
Computer Q
on Tech TV?
On call for it, I think we did.
You did something with butter, I think.
Oh, it was no. Actually, the clip was a thing. Kevin Rose was substituting that day, and it was something. The end of it, we were teasing up. Can a laptop get so hot that it'll melt butter? And it was at the end, and the butter really hadn't melted at all. I'm like, oh, look at that. I was like, oh, or something's happened over there, and Kevin looks away, and I squish it with my hand, and he turns back, and it's flattened. I bet you anything. Go Google it. I bet you anything.
I bet it's on YouTube.
I've seen it on YouTube somewhere.
I bet you anything someone recorded that because it was so fun. Because Kevin had no idea I was going to do it, but I was thinking, what can I do? And I'm like, oh, look over there or something like that. And I went, squish. I'm like, oh, it's melted. Look at that.
Found it.
Okay, but don't play it because I don't know if Comcast's going to get all of our...
Yeah, we don't want to run into any problems.
I posted it in the chat, though.
Okay, cool.
I may share it on after we're done with all this. That's funny, dude.
Yeah,
the laugh fan.
It's Roger, and he looks so young.
Yeah, I've passed through Roger recently at a convention.
Oh, Chris, I want to tell you this. ABC News emailed me today, and they're like, oh, we found some of your cruise ship footage from the lifeboat drills, and can we use them for that story tonight where they're doing of that big cruise ship that crashed over by Italy?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, so I told my wife, because obviously my face wouldn't be in it because I'm filming it. It would be her because I just think it's fun to film the lifeboat drills. I'm like, I have a really good one out of New York. That's the whole process. And I have a really crappy one. We were in the Bahamas. And, of course, ABC News chose the crappy one. And the scene they use is us walking down the hallway with our life jackets, and it's mostly her backside. So she was on Diane Sawyer tonight on the TV with that. I'm like, out of all the clips they could possibly use.
No
and it's
way.
also the one video I did not embed my URL on there. So it was like,
Dang it.
See,
yeah,
no, that happened to me too. When Steve Jobs died, I posted up a video. CBS Early Morning took it, and they spliced out 2 clips from it, and that was like one of the videos where it's like, okay, I'm not going to do branding, I'm not going to do ads.
Yeah.
Right.
I just want it to be
No.
tribute to him, and they took it, and I was
Did they ask me first?
No, they didn't ask me.
No.
Oh,
Do you want to
copyright?
Asked me specifically. They emailed me and said, "Can we use your video?" And I said, "Sure."
I'll do you one better. I think I got the Trump.
Oh yeah, no, the unfriend one, right?
Yeah.
You're like,
Good Morning America used my picture to demonstrate unfriend.
Oh, I remember that. Yes, I remember that. Yes, I do.
Claim copyright on them.
I did a video. I put it on YouTube. I think it's called Unfriend.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I mean, like, really?
And you
you could just flag ABC.
Oh, I'm so mad.
It'll be funny if you just flag ABC for copyright use for
Couldn't
that
get
image.
Oh, I should have.
They want to take that thing down.
I think that the image may have been Creative Commons licensed, but it was still like.
Yeah,
Why
I
mine?
think it was one of the images that you used for the green screen.
The green screen stuff. So I don't know why. There's
probably
no
Googled social media and just found the Google images and just pulled your face off that, and that's probably what happened.
Yeah,
You're sending a subtle message.
Oh, I'm so mad.
I have to get going. I will see you all later.
Okay, David.
All right.
Bye.
All right.
Bye, Dave.
Yep. All right. See ya. It'll be funny if it's like Creative Commons 2.0, not for profit use.
Right? I don't.
Yeah. Then you could just get there.
But it was funny. More than anything else, it was really kind of like, huh?
What?
What? Who's the editor behind that?
That's what I want to know. I'm like, I'll come out and do an interview if you want. I mean, but no, it's just using my image, bastards.
Whoa, you're a little tinted red.
Yeah, you are. You're red.
Oh, I am.
And now
You're trying to look like Hellboy over there, Chris.
You can just see the heat.
It's the chilling radiating off his face.
He's turning Sith.
Yeah.
Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back. Oh.
Don't make me mad.
You don't want to see me when I'm angry.
Red Hulk.
I can't find my Lego
piece. The
piece.
camera's trying to compensate for color.
Yeah, Google's on its way to doing cool things with this, but they've got to do a bit more polishing now. They've proven that it can work. Now they just need to just kind of kick it up a notch, I guess.
Chris, your copyright story is it's worse than mine, but I think I'm catching up with you.
How?
When I was doing the thing for my chair,
yeah,
I sent a thing into iReport on CNN.
Yeah.
And they told me it was a copyright violation. It's my face.
Wow.
And my own writing.
Your face is copyright. You got a problem.
Unless they mean the wheelchair, but... And I sent them a message and they didn't even reply.
Wow.
I was like, how is that a violation? I was like, that's what you guys are there for. That's what iReport is supposed to be for. Independent stories. I was like, yeah, independently taken down by robots.
Pretty much. All right. It doesn't shock me at all.
It didn't shock me. I just didn't understand.
I was flagged on YouTube by Adobe for just in my title saying free Photoshop alternative. I got flagged. I got a takedown.
Because you said Photoshop?
Yeah, because I used the word Photoshop in my title.
Oh, wow.
It was, I mean, you want to talk about rat bastards. I had to, like, I pushed and pulled, and I'm like, dude, ultimately it got resolved, but only after trying to get a hold of a human being for as long as I did. It was just, what a nightmare.
So wait, they can.
Yeah, good luck with that.
They can flag you for copyright, but they can't fix your 5-minute YouTube bug. Go figure.
That's exactly it. That's where all the resources are.
Probably all their services are directed towards copyright complaints now.
Now
We're too busy flagging people right now. We'll get back to you.
Well, they don't have a robot for that.
Was it a delay today? Was there?
No, it was right on time
perfect.
today.
Because I started it seconds ahead of time, and I don't know if that's the catch or what. I know that our live viewership it was better when. Ooh, who got a lightsaber out?
Oh no, that's my text message from my phone, Chris.
Oh, even better.
from my iPhone.
Oh, that's
sorry.
cool.
Yeah.
I think I have the same thing. It's just I never am on anything but mute.
Sorry.
They either fixed the bug.
Cross your fingers.
Yeah, it's hard to say, but I know our average viewer is down because all the kids went back to school.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that's why, because it was big and it was getting really big, and I'm like, well, because the kids are home from school. So I don't know if there's going to be a better time slot for us. I don't know if I can go any earlier. I don't really want to go any later.
I mean, it works good on the East Coast.
Yeah,
even on the West Coast. Except for me, it works great on 3, except for Fridays, where I have something else to watch at the same time.
Right. Yeah, that's but that's the thing, being able to record for posterity or whatnot, is kind of the saving grace that even if you can't watch it live, then you can at least capture or see what happened live. And I treat it the same way as if someone's watching it, whether they're watching it live or after the fact. Oh crap! Did that? Sorry, concentrating. I'm playing with my toys.
Nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Yeah.
So, Chris, I have to call Comcast tomorrow. Can I just borrow your rant and hold the phone up to the speaker?
Oh my God, Comcast! I will never go back to them ever.
I got no choice.
I had 2 choices: them and a DSL.
Yeah.
I had them, and then I went to SBC DSL, and now I've got Uverse, and I get about 20 megs download, so I'm happy with that. That works for me.
For me, I don't have any of those big providers. I only have the small local providers, but they're decent. They're well right now they.
It would always go down here.
For here, I never seen my ISP go down. Like there's only once, and that was a network outage.
Well, that's what I thought had happened with me, and then it turned out to be the fact that they had been billing me, but apparently the bill wasn't being paid. And according to one guy on Twitter, he says, "Well, we tried calling you." I'm like, "I didn't get a voicemail. I see everything."
That's a great auto pay feature. I gotta admit, that's just awesome sarcasm over here.
Yeah.
That's not auto pay.
Yeah, I had that problem with my debit card. Apparently, Verizon has trouble with debit cards, so.
Oh my God.
Don't they charge you a fee now? If
They
you don't
tried
pay?
They got rid of it.
Yeah, they got rid of it.
So, good smart move on their part.
Well, only because of social networking.
Yeah, and a threat of what was it, the FCC complaint or possible investigation.
Well, I've been using my bank account. I haven't been using my bank card, but when I heard about that, I'm like, are you serious? Really?
These companies get away with a lot. I mean, I don't know if I did a separate video on it. I know I talked about it at one point. The amount of taxes that I pay here in the state of Washington, specifically the Seattle area, for an iPhone. I swear to God, it was like $30 total for like city and municipal and all these various taxes that make absolutely no sense. And I got no choice.
Yeah, it's like 17 here, and I'm not too far from Chris.
I don't know what mine are. I'd have to look. I don't think it's that much, though.
Well,
I'm on prepaid. I'm on T-Mobile's prepaid service, and I'm like over.
But see,
I never used my suggested how much I pay per every certain amount of months.
The thing that kills me about Comcast is I don't have true competition. It's either this or lucky to get 10 megabit down.
Yeah, that sucks.
and so I can't do that. And what to make matters worse, adding insult to injury, I had there's another provider that's in my area but on the opposite side that's pulling fiber to the door for just a fraction of the cost and like tremendous speeds with no caps. And I can't get it because I live in the wrong area. I mean, it's BS, dude. It's BS.
Yeah. That's why I was waiting for AT&T Uverse to come here. Like for so long, I had Comcast. I'm like, please, I need to get rid of Comcast. And they were like, oh, well, we don't service your area. And it was like a block away. I'm like, seriously, I'm 1 block away. Please.
Yeah, just like here. A couple, only like 2 blocks from here, there's a couple people getting AT&T. It's not serviceable here, but here I at least I am opportunity to get fiber to the door.
Yeah.
Due to local ISPs.
That's how. And I know Chris said he can't. You said you can't get residential because they got that cap now, right?
Yeah, I went to residential, or I was on residential, and then I was coming too close. I mean, let me put it this way: I was residential before I started doing the live TLDR broadcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I would have blown past it in a week. I mean, no doubt.
Well, right, yeah. That's ridiculous. I'm glad there's no cap on AT&T yet. Knock on wood.
It's BS. It's BS. Comcast has to reverse their decision at some point.
I think they're the only ones doing it.
Well, no, they're not.
No,
they're
they're
not the only ones doing it. In fact, Canada is no stranger to this kind of tactic.
There's Australia.
Yeah, also.
It's anti-competitive, and they're getting away with it. It's asinine. And if there was true competition in the marketplace, caps would not exist. But there's no competition.
That's just, that's insane. I mean, it's out where I'm at. It's either AT&T, the SBC DSL, which you're lucky to get even 1 megabit download, which is ridiculous, or AT&T or Comcast. That's it. That's all I got out here.
I had satellite until the last 4 months. So.
Wow.
Oh, high king times.
Ouch.
I've never done satellite. God willing, I never will.
Yeah. So talk about 1 meg down, 200 kilobits up, and a cap of around 300 megabytes a day.
Ow.
And then if you went over, you're cut off for 24 hours.
Oh my God.
I would go insane.
Not awesome. You got high ping times.
I mean, I do a lot of work from home, and I do a lot of those online games too. So I would go insane. I would well past that.
Mhm.
Yep.
You know what's awesome? The guy, I want to say he's either the CEO or the founder of an ISP that I used to be on in California. Was it not Sonic? No.
Sonic.
Was it Sonic?
Yeah, because I got a friend who's switching over to the fiber line over there. It's around the Bay Area.
He's on Google Plus, and he's active. Like he's interactive and everything on Google Plus. Because he's popped into a couple of my threads, and I'm like, I wish I could get better options up here, but unfortunately, it's location. All across the board, it's location, 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 which is just stupid, but.
Well, you just gotta have patience, Chris. Evidently, it'll eventually come where someone's gonna move in on their turf, and they're gonna have competition, and everybody they're gonna see how many people leave them, and they're gonna be like, uh-oh.
And I do that every year. I say, I'm thinking about just dropping all the premium channels. Oh, well, stick around. We'll give you X, Y, and Z. Okay. Works for me.
Yeah, for me, I only have satellite to only certain selection channels, none of the U.S. channels here. For the U.S. channels, I have a standard antenna, but for overseas channels, certain overseas channels, I have satellite for that.
I've only got the basic channels on my Uverse here. I don't really watch TV much. I'm usually on my computer or I'm out somewhere.
Yeah. See, Diana likes she probably watches TV more than I do, and I mean we watch premium channels. I ended up wanting to see. I saw the A-Team finally. Actually, the movie was good.
It was not as bad as people said it was. It was actually
good.
It was decent.
And Todd, I never watched the A-Team as a kid.
I did. I used to watch it all the time. I love the old A-Team.
Yeah, see, I never got into it, and so I was like, well, okay, so I'm kind of watching with fresh eyes, and it was good. I would consider it, a definite recommended.
It was clever. It did remind me of the old A-Team show, with the way that they did things in there. So I was impressed. And people that tell me it sucked, I'm like, are you crazy? It was actually it was a fun movie.
The next one I want to see, and people have said generally that it sucks, is a Sucker Punch. It still looks it looks nice.
It's a fun action movie. It is. I like it. I've got it on Blu-ray.
I may have, well then, see, if you like the A-Team, that means that, I may be in more luck, I guess, with watching the...
The visuals are pretty outstanding in that movie. I like it.
That's what I want. I want the visuals. And I don't know if Sucker Punch is on Netflix.
I don't think so, not yet.
Cable. Well, it's been out for a while.
It was on cable. I don't remember what channel it was.
I may have
on,
missed
though.
it then.
I think it was on Cinemax. I think. I'm not sure.
I don't know. They all blur together. I don't know who's
Cinemax, HBO, Showtime.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Well, we're making good progress here.
It's just like Family Guy when Peter Griffin's like, I can recite the alphabet in like 2 seconds, and he's like, ah!
That's just a sound. Peter, that's just a sound.
It's like naming off his children. Those are characters from Street Fighter. Zangief, Chun-Li.
And the one that I don't like, American Dad. Was it American Dad?
Yeah, that one's kind of good.
I don't really like it.
I didn't like it at first, Chris, but once they got into the later seasons, I was cracking up. It started getting on kind of par with Family Guy. But the first
getting
two
okay.
seasons were
There's something to watch when you're bored.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I was. I was bored, and it was playing in the background, and all of a sudden I heard one from last week, like a little segment, and then I couldn't get it out of my head that when the alien was it Roger. He says, that sounds funny, and he started repeating. He says, maybe, baby. And so,
baby.
Like, for the next week, I was like, I swear, I've been walking around the house going, maybe, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Chris, have you watched the recent Simpsons episode? I think you may like it. It has to do with things.
I haven't, honestly, I mean, I grew up with The Simpsons. I mean, literally.
Yeah,
and,
but there's going to be 3 things that you like that will be in that show.
Interesting.
Legos, Max, Legos, apples, and what was that third one? Facebook.
Wow. Because they've done Lego before a long time ago.
But imagine mixing Legos, Apple, and Facebook together into one episode.
That's a trifecta right there.
I haven't watched Simpsons in a long time. It just, I kind of got out of it. I would start watching Family Guy and all that.
I remember watching South Park when it was like before it was anything. And then it just, I mean, a lot of the shows I just kind of fall away from. I just get busy and just don't track it as much. I mean, I'll watch them usually in rerun.
There's some good recent episodes, but like the last episode that I even remember was the one where they were making fun of World of Warcraft, and I was cracking up.
Oh, that was hilarious, dude.
I
did see that one.
I was sitting there. I texted my friend. I'm like, dude, you have to watch this because he was like a big World of Warcraft nut, and he was like, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was a good episode.
Well, The Simpsons is as old as I am, so it's starting to run out of material.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There's like really nothing to really about it anymore.
I heard something. They only got renewed for 2 more years.
Oh my
Well,
god.
you know, the thing about The Simpsons is, I mean, I could watch it and probably get 90% of it again, but it's kind of like it's comfortable, but I wouldn't say that. Like, I mean, to me, like almost like South Park, it's comfortable, but there are very few shows that I watch more on any kind of regular basis at all.
Well, supposedly The Simpsons is getting their own channel once their contracts are up for syndication.
Oh wow!
What?
The Simpsons channel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll probably check that out if it happened.
You know
But
what?
it's going to rerun within a month.
What would be interesting to me is a Simpsons app that allowed me to watch any of the old episodes.
I think they signed it already with Dish or somebody, but I can't be for certain about the signing, but I know it's definitely happening.
I thought it was on Instant Play for a while, but I don't think it is anymore. Maybe I'm wrong. It might not have been Netflix. It might have been something else.
Hulu, maybe?
It might have been
I
Hulu.
was guessing, but I don't know.
It could have been.
But
what I want to see Netflix do is I don't know if it was Netflix or Amazon saying that they were going to bring a lot of those shows that get like because there's a lot of shows I watch and then of course like after one season it's getting good and it gets canceled that they're going to start picking up some of the shows and I'm still waiting for that.
You know, I love my favorite. I mean, I don't know why, but for some reason, I need to watch Frasier every night, like before I go to bed, and they play it reruns. And Amazon has under Prime has Frasier.
I used to watch it all the time.
I don't know why. I mean, I'm not.
It was amusing.
I mean, it's just maybe it's because I live in Seattle. I'm like, hey, the sitcom's about Seattle. I don't like that hospital show. What's it called? Grey's Anatomy.
I don't know. I hate Portlandia, and I live here.
I don't know. I like that house show. That's
that's funny.
Yeah. I like if that guy. I would love that guy to be my doctor. That'd be awesome.
He is the guy you want that to be your doctor because the guy knows what he's doing. Well,
exactly. It's like whatever. You can be a jerk to me. Whatever.
Yeah, I don't care if my doctor's
just
a jerk.
fix me.
Just get it right the first time.
Felicia Day was in an episode of House.
Yeah,
a long
I remember
time ago.
that.
A long time ago. All right, let's see here. I built a hand.
Well, I gotta take off, so I'll see everybody later.
All right, see ya.
Okay, see ya.
See ya.
Bye.
Although
Bye.
I think Diana's going to be disappointed because she wanted to say hi to Andrew, but I'm sure we'll do it again. Theoretically. Of course, this is taking. I didn't realize how long it would take to just do this, so I don't know if we're going to make it through the friends in this particular hangout yet.
And Chris, I don't know if you could see her. This is my dog. This is Cassie.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. She's a German Shepherd and Collie. So
Okay.
we rescued her from animal.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, we rescued her. And then my friend took her brother.
Oh.
We called up. We're like, she has a brother. Can you take her? And he came up and got her.
Nice. Yeah, so, Wicket and Pixie didn't come from a rescue, but they are from the same litter.
Yeah, Wicket's pretty cool.
Yeah, Wicket thinks he's cool.
I don't remember which one threw up on your computer. It was a long time ago. Was it Wicket? Yeah.
I swear to God, I was not handing it up for the camera. He literally trotted over, walked over there and went, there was no warning. He just walked over and went, bleh.
Oh my God.
And that was it.
I'm
I'm
so
like,
mad.
Let's see. I think that's.
Did it still work afterwards?
Oh yeah, it worked.
When I lived at home, it was like the first computer I built. It was a long time ago, and it was I had like the gaming like keyboard and everything. I'm sitting there, and I walked out of my room. I came in, and the dog puked all over it, and I'm like, no.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money down the toilet.
Don't put anything you care about on the floor.
Yeah, I didn't have a desk at that point. Everything was just kind of like on the floor. And I'm like, I'm never doing that again. I need a desk now.
Dog throwing up on your couch and you finding it a week later.
Oh, yeah, that happened.
Oh.
I hate that.
Yeah.
Yep. I put a blanket down on one of the sofas because it was leather. It was fine. I was able to get it out. I got like a horsehair brush and kind of just scrubbed incessantly. But yep, I got to keep the sofas protected because of that.
Well, my dog jumps on she'll sit on the couch and all that, and that's fine. But thankfully, if she's got to throw up, she will jump off the couch and go into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Oh, you're lucky. Usually Pixie gives me warning. Pixie will, ooh.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
It's like you gotta carry him.
But Wicket won't. Wicket will just, bah!
It's just like, it's a ninja strike. It's like, see you later, I gotta go.
Yeah. All right, there's that. I think I got the Lex Luthor.
That's pretty
pod.
cool.
What is it called? What is it? It's the
Lexapod or something.
Power Armor Lex. The exoskeleton is built. Now I guess I'm doing something else here. I don't know what the hell this is.
That's pretty cool looking. I like that.
You know, in many ways, I don't. I mean, I look at the box, but I'm more of and I think it's probably always been this way. I've always been I see, it's kryptonite. Cool. See, it's kryptonite. I've always been a minifig fan more than anything.
Yeah.
It's been the minifigs that I've always liked, but that's just me. I could get rid of all the bricks, and so I'm thinking about even putting on like the wish list so that I've got kind of a checklist of sorts, and just doing going on eBay or there's a minifig site in the UK. Just minifigs and just doing a wish list there and forget about the sets, just going after the minifigs that I
just
want.
the minifigs, yeah.
Yeah.
See, I'd like to, I always like was into the model kits and building them. Like I know for a while, I was really into the Gundam, the things that you built. I would repaint them and put them together.
Oh wow.
Because I've never really liked their paint jobs, so I'd just repaint it.
Yeah, I've never done. I did models as a kid, but I haven't. I can't say that I've really done a lot of that kind of thing lately, other than Lego. Lego was the only one that I really ever kind of liked.
When I was a kid, I always did Lego.
Well, see, I only had one set, really. I mean, I had two sets. I had like a generic building block set, and then I had a Lego City set, and that was it, pretty much. So it's not like I was surrounded by Lego growing up at all. At all. It's just, after Data Lore from the chat room ended up bringing over the Star Destroyer. That was really, and I think that video is on YouTube now.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody captured me building it, but when it was built, I kind of did like a review or talking about it at a distance, a long time ago. But that was really it for the longest time.
Yeah, I think the last Lego thing I built, my buddy bought it for me I want to say a year ago. It was a TIE fighter, and it came with a Vader.
Oh yeah,
little Vader fig, yeah. So I put that together. I was like, oh, this is pretty. I haven't built one of these in a while. Let's see how long it'll take me to put this together. I think it took me like about an hour or two or something like that.
This is a bit concerning.
Missing a piece.
Oh no, I found it. Never mind. Got it. No, I wasn't missing a piece. It was a piece, an extra piece. I'm like, I can't. Where was I supposed to put this?
Well, that's how you know you did the job right, is when you have extra pieces. That's what I've always been taught.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that means I did it right. It's all good.
So how do I? I have to do this. Sorry, I'm like trying to accommodate it here. How the hell does this? How does it turn? How does it work?
It looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's nice, but I'm trying to figure out how. Does that just slide in there? There's no.
It doesn't tell you how to put it on.
There's no way of accommodating one of the pieces, which is really kind of strange. That's definitely right. That's definitely right. It's like it's gripping the cannon, but not in not a tighter capacity. So I don't know.
That's kind of like that Optimus Prime I have. The
Creo.
This one, Chris. I don't know if you can see that Optimus. See how I kind of had to jury rig that gun onto him because he wasn't holding it right.
I don't know. How they?
That's like I actually found that at a toy con for like $20. It's actually all die-cast metal too.
It's probably worth quite a bit.
Well, I was looking at him like Convoy. I said, oh, that's right. That was a Japanese name for him. He never went by Optimus Prime.
This is really strange. It's there, but it's not. I mean, it's supposed to go in this position, but it's too loose. I don't know why it's not. Usually they clip in some way, but even the way they have it.
You might have to just rig it, Chris.
Yeah, but I figured it out.
What's up?
It's really I was wrong hand.
Oh, it goes in the other hand. Okay, it's made for a specific hand.
Yeah, it's made for this hand. I was like, no, this can't be right. I'm like, there's no way this can be right. So I got the Lex Luthor. This is his exoskeleton.
That's awesome.
His pod. And then this is the gun, and you can't really see. The kryptonite is inside this chamber up here. Sorry that it's like it may not be in focus and the crappy quality of Google. But yeah, it's the exoskeleton that Luthor goes into, and he stands there. And then of course, I think I held them up earlier. There's Luthor, although it's kind of. There we go. That's what I was getting. Luthor's pretty plain, and then of course I held up Wonder Woman, and then
Superman.
That's actually a really cool Lego version of him.
Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm really happy with what I see coming from the superheroes from Lego. And that was I would say for 200 pieces, that was a pretty quick build. And I'm very happy because I had this on my did I remove it from my wish list? I probably should. But I'm all about the minifigs. I don't care about anything else. The exoskeletons can stay or go. To me, it's about these little guys. They're why I do what I do. Although I forgot one thing here. Apparently, this goes into the cannon. I forgot the thing that makes the beams of kryptonite shoot out, I guess. How does that go? Okay, it goes there, from there to the top one. So that goes into this. This little hose goes into that. This little hose goes into that. Now we have the exoskeleton. Okay, now it makes, now it looks like an exoskeleton.
Okay.
Before, it wasn't quite coming together for me, but theoretically. I guess this is as far down as it goes. Now he's got those.
Nice.
Now it makes, it kind of looks like a Gundam, wouldn't it?
It does kind of look like a Gundam.
I think I may have some images of some for a convention I went. Where's that image?
I got a bunch of them I got to put together that are in my closet.
This actually, I got to tell you, for an exoskeleton, this is a pretty good build. I mean, the feet articulate independently like the Bionicles. The arms articulate, and then the body swivels and pivots. So I mean, this is pretty good.
Yeah, it looks similar. Here's the image of one of them I took at a convention I went.
Oh, that's
pretty cool.
Yeah,
Which Gundam is that? There's so many Gundams out there.
I don't know. There's just a whole bunch. I just passed through at a convention I went.
That's pretty
There's
cool
another
looking
one.
though. I think that one's from I don't know which series that's from. My favorite was always Wing. That was my favorite Gundam series.
Let me just fix this one before. I've seen this also life-size one. Is it this one? No, I don't know if it is. Wait, if I can find that image.
There's a life-size Gundam?
Almost like at least half size, human size.
Oh wow.
That probably took a while to put together.
Here it is. Let me just save the. I have to rotate this image before.
I figured out why the basketball minifigs have arms that are a bit loose compared to the others. It's because they lock in a certain position to hold the basketball. So they're made.
Oh, okay.
So they lock and then it springs back.
Yeah.
Now you just need the basketball.
Yeah, I know. No, I didn't get it. This is the second set that I've opened. I do not have the basketball.
I was watching the TLDR and my wife was sitting there. I'm like, oh, you could always just take one of the Lego guys' heads and paint it orange and use it as a basketball.
Also, here's the almost human-size Gundam.
That's insane. Wow. I would love that for my office.
It's like literally
do not touch.
Yeah, the do not touch.
Don't mess with it. Wow, that's awesome. I probably tried to pick that guy up and be like, I'm taking you home. You're gonna stand right next to my desk.
Which this year I can go, but they're temporarily moving into south for a while.
So I used to go to that comic convention out here in Chicago, and it's just lately I went to like 2 years ago, and I was just let down by it. It's just not worth the price anymore.
Here, this is the one I went. It was a thing called WonderCon. It's just basically it's all under the same name as Comic Con, but it's only like $25 for the whole
I think out here it went up to like $35. I'm like, are you serious?
For how many days?
One day.
I almost got hired by one of those conference companies to do content for them. This was last year, and I didn't get the gig because I didn't want to move to New York.
Wow.
But it almost happened.
That would have been kind of cool.
It would have been neat. I said, oh, but I can work remotely.
They want to see you actually there.
Yeah, I mean, there's something to be said about that, but, I mean, they had the studio infrastructure there, so I guess it made sense. But, I don't mind traveling. I was even prepared. I'm like, I'll travel back and forth, once, twice a month or whatever to get it done.
Yeah, I don't see why they'd gripe about that. That's not bad. But.
Yeah, so these are the ones that I showed off earlier in the TLDR episode today. They have base plates that I'm probably going to hold on to because they're made to accommodate the cards. But like I said, I'm probably going to be giving away these cards to probably don't know how I can do it. I want to give everybody a fair opportunity. So I may send it out in an email update to all Gnomies and say the first Gnomie who says they want these, collectible cards gets them.
Put out all the names and put it in a hat and just draw one. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, the only problem with that is oh great basketball cards.
Yeah, like me. It's kind of like me.
Kind of like a Christmas you open it. You're like, oh yeah, gee. You're like this.
Oh yeah,
thank
clothes.
you so much. I really wanted these.
So
that's so awesome.
If they wouldn't, to me, I mean, you could hand me one of these cards and be like, oh, it's got Lego on it. Who cares? But the minifigs, I mean, I got the whole NBA Lego set here, and I'm sure all the collectors are going, no.
You can have because you're opening the box.
You know what?
Like nails on a chalkboard.
I'm not going to have any. There's no value for me in having them remain in boxes. Granted, I will not remember any of their names now.
Right.
Like, oh, it's a basketball guy.
I take all my figures out too, Chris. I don't blame you.
I just and they're definitely interesting minifigs. With the fact that there's springs on their legs, they're very interesting. Although the nice thing is too, you could, if you wanted to, theoretically, give them different arms. You could, of course, remove the arms, and you can give them different legs with matching brick legs, or at least the colors. So, I mean, they're minifigs. They're not like magnets. I wouldn't consider them in the same league, so to speak, as the magnets. But I believe, these are the first black color, or I'm sorry. This is the first non-yellow Lego.
I'm like, how's he gonna cut this? He's like, wait a minute, let me put this right.
It's like, I can't say brown, but they are brown. But they were the first non-yellow Lego minifigs that Lego produced. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh yeah, NBA, I'm down.
I'll see you guys later. I'm taking off.
All right.
All right, take care, buddy.
Later.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get to the Lego Friends in this one. That may have to wait because I'd be shocked if anybody. Oh, the rewatchability is playing with Lego, but see how the conversation wound around these various topics. That was what I expected. Someone's got a question, we talk about it. Someone says something, we talk about it, and.
Yeah, my friend Bob's like a huge collector guy, and he came over. I have those Force Effects lightsabers. He's like, dude, why'd you take them out of the box? I'm like, because I want to play with them. I want them to make the noise. Yeah, Diana and I we've got to record something for Matt. We're gonna do a lightsaber tutorial thing, and it did I get dupes? No. It hasn't happened yet. They got these really nice ones on this site, but they're like $400, but they look really nice. Well, it's definitely not one of those. I'm like, oh, I don't have any of those. I want one, but I ain't spending that much money. But they're like custom made, and you can program the effects through your computer to do whatever you want. I'm like, oh, that's nice. Nah, I would love that. I know. I just got what are they? When Master Replica made them. Oh yeah. Yeah, I got pretty much all of them. The Obi-Wan, the Darth Maul one. That one it's huge.
Well, I have a wholesaler account with EE Distribution, and they're big into different Star Wars genre things. But if they have that, I'll try and help you out.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Wait, Entertainment Earth?
Yeah, I just got a wholesale account with those guys. I have a normal job, but I eBay on the side. And I went out to the Vegas ASD and got hooked up with all these different people out there, and EE Distribution was one of them. And they got so much stuff, and prices. I mean, for the wholesale end of it, the prices are just awesome.
Well, for Geek, I mean, EE is they've got Geeks covered.
Oh yeah, they pretty much got everything. Matter of fact, It's funny. They were talking. I hate to say this because I'm going to get ousted, but I don't know a whole lot about Legos. But
It's
like
okay.
my sales rep was.
I don't either.
My
I used to
sales
play with
rep
them when I
was
was
like,
a
if you
kid.
don't buy this Series 4 Lego something, you're an idiot.
Minifigs?
He was basically telling me if you don't buy it right now and sell it, and I'm like, I just don't know a whole lot about it.
Yeah.
He had to explain it to me, but
Well,
hopefully I can get in on
he was
something.
talking about probably, if it was a Series 4, he's probably talking about the Lego minifigs series.
Yeah.
And they just released Series 5 or 6.
He said
just recently. It was 5 or 6 was just released. So what I do, instead of buying the individual packs on eBay, I'll usually go to eBay because people, like collectors, will open the bags and then send you like the complete set, so you don't have to do it yourself.
Yeah.
And they're basically like one-off minifigs that don't go anywhere else. Like they just did a Statue of Liberty one, and
Really?
yeah, and like a Sleepy Boy, like I mean just weird stuff. But yeah, Lego is there. It's huge.
Yeah, that's what he was telling me. They got a bestseller list on their wholesale, and Lego takes up like 3/4 of it.
Not a surprise.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't surprise me at all. When I posted some of the more popular videos that I posted on my channel have nothing to do with technology. It's Lego, and I'm like, okay, fine. If that's the way they want to play it, I'll post more Lego stuff because I love it. So I found Bull Market Toys because I was just saying, I could buy this stuff myself, but let's see if I can benefit someone who's selling Lego too. And they just basically they're sending a couple of sets like they did with the Star Wars Tantive 4 and the I think it was the A City of Atlantis set. And then they get the direct benefit because then it's basically me saying, okay, I got them through Bull Market Toys, they sent them to me. So like if anybody sends me a set, I just say, hey, so and so sent it to me. And so I get the benefit of being, getting out. Granted, I had to, pick up these minifigs myself.
Yeah.
Even though they look like pixels from that far away, the quality is just so bad on Google Plus. I don't know why.
They probably look phenomenal from where you're sitting.
Oh, I know they look amazing.
They look great, yeah.
Just call me Coach. But it's collectible. They hold their value. The Lego bricks that I had as a kid could interoperate with the bricks that I have today. It's a big deal. The last Entertainment Earth thing that I think I picked up was the Jabba the Hutt special. It was like half off or something like that.
Really?
So I ended up getting it for like $20. Not Lego, but the figures or whatever.
It's just a figure, yeah. I actually found one of the figures I was looking for. Like I said, sometimes I'll go to this toy con. It's local. I actually found the giant limited edition Target Rancor, the giant one. I was like, oh my god, I'm getting it. It was a steal. Wow. I took that home. I'm like, now I just gotta find a place to put it.
So wait a minute, Chris. So when you're doing the distribution then like on eBay, is that what you're doing on the side for?
Yeah, my store's called Static Stuff. It's the same as my username there. And basically how the whole thing started was I was just a serial collector of Star Wars. And if you can remember, like back during our college years when they first started coming back out with it, I started collecting. I literally had everything.
I do too. I've got them unopened.
Yeah, I finally broke my habit and I started selling a little bit. Well, the money just started rolling in. Rolling in, and that's what got me onto eBay. And then finally, I thought I would never get rid of this collection. I literally took up a gigantic basement full of this stuff, and it sold in 2 years, and I was just rolling in cash with eBay. And I'm like, I got to keep this going. So then I start getting into the wholesale end of it, and I talked to EE Distribution here recently, but I got on with a different company called BioWorld, and they actually have, I know you like hoodies, but they got these really cool hoodies. I got them right over here, like Batman, Joker, but when you put the hood up, it's got the face on the side.
Nice.
Yeah. Here, I'll show you real quick.
See, I want to get that Boba Fett one. I saw that. I'm like,
no,
I want that.
No, that one's a nice one. The Darth Vader one that I got from Hot Topic, that's
cool. That's cool too. I was like, oh my god, I want that. My wife's like, why do you want that? I'm like, hello.
Why do you not want it?
Hello.
Is that a poster, Kevin? There.
This was actually a real robot when I went to WonderCon.
Did
in
it actually
San
beep
Francisco.
and do all
This is
that?
actual robot.
Actually, like,
Actually operating.
It was beeping and doing all that cool stuff?
Yes, it does that.
Oh, wow.
carrying
so
drinks
that's
and
hoodie?
stuff, huh?
So this is the Joker here.
Yeah.
And if I pull this up.
That is cool.
But
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool, dude.
Like, just this Christmas, I sold like 150 of these things.
Whoa.
Yeah, so it's been cool. I really enjoyed it. So.
You know, my dad used to own a hobby shop, and you know, he basically resold goods. You know, I wish I could get him into eBay again, because I mean, some of the items that he did was like remote control cars and airplanes and trains. Even though he never really built any of the sets himself, yeah, eBay is just a huge boon for collectors. I mean, reselling and whatnot, huge. Yeah, I've been wanting to get Diana into it too, because
I mean, if she has the time, it's definitely work. I mean, it's like a part-time job, but I consider it more of a money-making hobby. But if she has the time, it's very rewarding. I mean, once you get it rolling.
I'll make mention of it. And she also likes Batman, so I was like, hey, you can sell Batman hoodies.
Yeah, if you guys want the wholesalers, just give me a call.
Cool. There's a benefit for Gnomies. Dude.
Gnomies.
Right there. Right there. There's your benefit.
Why should I join? Hello? McFly, hello?
Well, people are like asking that in the TLDR YouTube chat. They're like, well, why should I join? And I'm like, it's just, seriously, it's totally worth it. Just do it.
Well, okay, so, like, this is just, like, day 4, I guess. And, like, I don't know exactly, what the year, throughout the year will hold. But, like I said, the hope is to be able to at least do something like this, once a week or so. Even though I don't know if I'm going to, I'm going to dive into one of the friends, because I want to see these minifigs and how they stack up.
Cool.
I've been hesitant to do this, but I haven't seen one, or I haven't held one yet, and I figured I need to, like, if I'm going to do it, I might as well go whole hog and get the other, there's other minifigs that come with bigger sets, but I'm not going to buy the bigger sets. I'm just going to eBay the smaller figurines. But yeah, dude, if you start doing the Lego stuff, Chris, you let me know, because...
I will, definitely. Matter of fact, I got a scheduled call with him here in the next day or two. I'll tell you how it went. And he said the prices are better than anything I can get. It's not. I know they don't have. I mean, you don't got a lot of margin with Lego at all. Oh, really?
Yeah, there's not a lot of margin, but where you do, where you can, that I know of. Where you can drive values is in specifically either bundling things potentially. Yeah. Because if someone's going to buy one set, they may buy 2 sets, or like the things like that. The minifig minifigs just independently can sell like what's an example? I don't have any other ones in my office here, but like okay, let's say I wanted just the Superman. I didn't want to buy the full set. In many cases, people will just want to buy specifically for the minifigs. Of anything in Lego, like the most sought after pieces are more than likely, apart from like individual pieces in older sets, it's these pieces. If you're going to make money with Lego, it's not going to be immediate. It's probably going to be 2 years from now when the sets are no longer available. Okay. That's where a lot of the revenue is going to be driven. The 2 videos that I've got on YouTube that are most heavily tracked, the Lego AT-AT review. The AT-AT's going to be popular, and the Death Star, perennial. Those are the 2 most popular videos that I have, the Lego Death Star and the AT-AT.
And that took how many days? Like 3 to 4 days.
Oh, the Death Star? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
AT-AT only took me like a couple hours, and I did the video when I was sick. I remember doing that. But yeah, so your money is going to be made, but it's not going to be an immediate return unless the minifigs, like there's 16 in every minifig series, and I think they just released 5, and I bought the lot of it for like, I think it was like $60 total or whatever. But doing that, it's like what I did for Garbage Pail Kids, and I still have. Hang on. Trust me, I collect. I have. this is, oh jeez, talk about a mountain of dust on top here. This is,
wow.
I think I did a video on this like a long time ago. Hang on. A long time ago. These are all the Garbage Pail Kids from the original series. Like,
oh, wow.
Wow.
I remember those.
Look, and so this is series 2. This is the very first Garbage Pail Kid I ever had, right here. Patty Putty. my dad brought them home, and he said, I don't know, I just watched CNN or something like that. And then for my 16th birthday, instead of a car, I got series 1 in mint condition. So I
can't go wrong with that.
And so no. I mean, I'll never sell them. I'll never sell them. I don't care.
No, don't.
I'll never sell them. This
Don't
is the only thing beyond the Star Wars figures that are in like just crap condition. I took care of my Garbage Pail Kids. There's some. I mean, I can tell you, Series 9, or actually that's Series 8, Series 10, and all the way through. Yeah, and then so that was it's this binder sucks. Flipping things back, but I kept everything. I kept everything, and I didn't collect a lot. Like I said, this is the original series Garbage Pail Kids, and then I collect non-sports cards, I guess, or I used to.
Mm-hmm.
This one needs to be accommodated for. Topps came out with a new series of Garbage Pail Kids. Looks like I need to accommodate that though. And so I ended up having to start the collection all over again with the new ones. And I used eBay. I mean, I just bought from eBay. So this is all. There's some bonus stickers here. I don't know which series that is. B2. Hang on, let me accommodate it. Yeah, I all the way. They made bonus stickers. I mean, they made it like a collector's nightmare. Oh, I guess I had 2 of them.
Nice.
Another Carl Wreck.
Mm-hmm.
And then, I can't show that. I met the guy, Luis Diaz, who made, you can pay him to make your own Garbage Pail Kid. And so, I want to do another one, because I want one of me, although I don't know what it's going to be. I need to get in touch with him. But, so, Topps released a completely new series, or ANS, a new series, and there are still a lot of people who collect Garbage Pail Kids. But then Topps got really stupid, and now what they're doing now is they re-released the original series in different foils, and I'm like, I don't care. I don't want to collect that. I want like new, unique, so the new series, I don't think any collectors are happy with at all. But yeah, Topps continue to produce like tons more. And so, yeah, I ended up collecting all those, and then I have other non-sports cards, but Garbage Pail Kids were the only non-sports card that, I think I bothered to really, follow, even to today. If I found out there was a completely new series that was unique, I'd grab them as well, just to keep the collection complete. Oh, yeah, here's Geek credibility. I don't know if I've ever done a video on this, but I've got, there's To Chris the Gnome, Sincerely Mark Hamill.
Oh, wow. Seriously?
To Chris the Gnome, You Are No Match for Me, Jeremy Bullock, Boba Fett. To Chris the Gnome, David Prowse, Darth Vader.
Oh, no way.
And then I think this one was Ray. Yeah,
Ray Park.
Ray Park.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, Darth Maul, To Chris the Gnome. And I think there's Amy, what was her name? She played a character in the prequels. And then another, Peter Mayhew. And for some reason, someone got this for me. Someone went around and got these for me. Whoever did got them to sign napkins. I don't know why.
Because it's just around them.
Rito,
awesome.
Ara Singh. There's another Jeremy Bullock. These are original autographs. There's the guy who played Logray, or the Medicine Man Ewok, Carrie Fisher. Of course, another Peter
Chewbacca.
Mayhew.
Nice.
Om Free Ta from the prequels. This is the second Kenny Baker that I have. The other one's on the other side. David Prowse, Darth Vader. They're all autographed. I think this was Newt Gunray. His autograph. Nine Num. And then Ula. I got her autograph too. So yeah, isn't that crazy?
I got a good Harrison Ford story for you.
Oh, he's the one I want.
Before I left Iowa, I was right when I got out of college. I went to flight school, and I graduated from there too, and ended up becoming a flight instructor. And my first year there was this guy that was flying in. We didn't notice it. We'd never seen the plane before. It was this old bi-wing plane, but you could tell it was all decked out like brand new. And we were having bad weather. It was up in Spencer, Iowa. And all of a sudden this plane lands, and this guy has a leather helmet and aviator glasses, mirrored. You can't see him except for, just that part of his face. And weather was getting real bad, so we had to hangar his plane. Well, I run down there, and he rips the mask off and looks at me, and he's got that Indiana Jones confused look. It was Harrison Ford. He goes, like that, my knees buckled because I told you, and he was my hero growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, my knees just buckled. I'm like, and he was trying to talk to me, and I'm just sitting there,
You're like this. Hi.
First thing he does, he gets out, he calls
me, Todd.
What?
He calls Callista Flockhart and says he can't make it home, and yeah, he was all upset. But he was
I
pretty cool guy.
I was such a Harrison Ford fan.
I loved him.
Still am.
Loved him as Han Solo, Indiana Jones, and I loved him in Blade Runner.
Yeah.
I love Blade Runner.
Honestly, I liked him in Regarding Henry. Maybe I'm alone, but
never saw it.
Really?
I never saw it.
I got a quick treat for you guys, but then I got to go. Hold on one second.
Cool.
Yeah, no worries. I'm trying to get this minifig.
So, Chris, the lightsabers that you mess with, are those the Master Replica ones, or?
No, they're not Master Replica.
They're Hasbro ones, or?
Yeah, they were like $20 or whatever.
Ah, okay.
Diana and I need to record a scene so that Matt can go in and composite the glowy stuff on.
Oh, you do the editing, yeah. I used to mess with that. I used to have a program that did that, and I started doing that with every picture, and my wife's like, seriously, if I see one more upload on Facebook with a lightsaber, I'm going to smack you.
Well, you better. Why would you do that? You better have to make the stick bright, at least a good bright color, but not bright. Just a light color.
I took our wedding picture and I put lightsabers in our hands. She's like, seriously? I was like, look, I gave you a purple one. You like purple.
You're bringing out the old collections that we had when we were kids. This is my holy grail here. I got all the old.
Oh, wow.
Oh, nice.
And they're in good condition.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Mine are in crap condition.
The one thing I have that's mint, it's in good condition. I still have the box, but I've taken it out, is the old Millennium Falcon, the original one. Where you put the big old batteries in and hit it, it goes, sounds like a horn. It still works, too.
Man, some guy was selling a mint collection of those Kenner figurines. They were the only things I really loved as a kid. And he's selling it for $5,000. Something I'm like, oh, there's no way, dude. I can't have this. I can't. That's too much.
Wow.
So let me give you my first impressions of the Lego Friends minifigs. I'm disappointed.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh boy.
That's a Lego minifig.
They're
Look
not.
At the difference.
They're Lego-ish, but the hands can certainly accommodate Lego bricks. But the weird thing is her head. That's not I guess it's a standard Lego connector, but it's not it's not really interchangeable that I know of. Hang on, we're gonna really screw with you. I can't put Wonder Woman's head on her body.
Oh.
But what I can do, allegedly, and I'm gonna see if this works. Allegedly, I can. Yep, the hair, I believe, is interchangeable. Yep. So you can, if you're looking for different hair for your girl Lego,
nice,
or guy Lego, the hair is interchangeable with the other. That's really the only interoperable.
So you can kind of make it. You can make it look like they're in a hairband.
Yeah, it's
look, it's Def Leppard.
This is not. I don't know. I'm not a girl, so I'm the wrong demographic for this. But yeah, it's just the legs do not independently swivel on this one, at least. It's just weird. I don't know.
It's kind of just a little tad bit creepy, the way that thing looks.
It's still Lego,
right.
But I'm the wrong demographic. And another thing though that I would say is nice about all of it is that any of these bricks, they're just Lego. It's just plain old Lego.
Awesome. So that
It's
works.
different colors. So I like that.
I'm sure the girls will probably go nuts for that. Like, oh, they're so cute.
Yeah, but
let's put them on ponies.
This isn't Lego. This is not. I mean, it's weird.
Like I said, it's just the way the face looks. I don't know. It just looks a little like
honestly,
a little creepy.
Well, it's if you look at the head has got like it's got a chin. Hang on, it's got a chin carved out. Like
right.
It's not a. I mean, there's facial features on it, like a bump for the nose and an actual chin on her head. It's just.
Maybe that's what's throwing it off. I don't know.
And she stands maybe a little taller than the average minifig, not by much.
Is she taller than Shaq?
No. Oh, yes, she is.
There's a problem. There's a problem then. She's taller than Shaq.
Which one's Shaq? What team does he play for?
Lakers.
Lakers.
Am I wrong? I'm just thinking again.
Wait, is he 34 or 8?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong
I don't remember. I never watched basketball.
Wait, where's Google?
34.
Wait, we're in Google.
So
I think Google which number he is.
Hang on, I got it. So the nice thing is, they'll stand on traditional Lego studs, and the female stands taller than Shaq.
Oh wow, that's
a problem.
wrong.
You don't got a problem with Shaq is smaller than any regular woman.
Shaq's not going to be happy with that.
I don't know. I don't know if these. I mean, they may sell well. I don't know. The minifigs though, I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just the wrong demographic.
I think that's what it is, but no.
But to me, Lego is unisex. It's not, to me, there's no gender attached. I'd imagine they would have done just as well with traditional minifigs and the new color bricks as they would have with the new minifigs. The one difference, and I said this in the video when I was talking about this a few weeks ago, and I didn't realize this, and I even asked Diana, and she confirmed it. When girls are playing with toys, they project themselves into it's like the toy is them.
My sister was like that.
And I didn't understand. I'm like, huh? So, the fact that it has more features that maybe like her, maybe one of the reasons why they went with this kind of form over the traditional minifig form.
My sister would always project herself into Gem. I'm like, oh my god, seriously?
When I played Han Solo...
I want a Harry Potter set.
But when I was playing Han Solo, I was Han Solo. When I had the Han Solo action figure, he was the Han Solo action figure. That was not me.
Right.
So I didn't know. To me, it was interesting to consider the gender differences in the toys and how we project ourselves as males versus how females project themselves or play with toys. It's different. It's just biologically different. It's kind of neat. I don't know if it translates, but...
I remember the first Star Wars toy I got was that lightsaber, and I was so disappointed because it didn't light up the way I wanted it to, and then I broke it. I hit it against something, and the thing immediately broke.
You want to know?
Really? Seriously?
You want to know? Here's the first Star Wars figure I ever had. This one right here. 99 cents.
Oh, yeah.
Toys or more. Wow. This is the first. I've kept him in such good condition.
Awesome.
This is the first. I mean, I don't have a lot of Star Wars figures here other than Vader and maybe a couple of troopers. But this guy, he's number one. He's always going to be number one. This one. 99 cents. What's that?
Was that in Des Moines?
Yeah, at Toys R More.
Yeah.
Over on Merle Hay Road. Do you remember?
I got mine too.
Do you remember Toys R More? Toys and More. Toys and More. Toys and much, much more.
Much, much more.
And there he was, and I just looked at him like there was something about that AT-AT driver's face that I realized it's not in focus, but there was something about his face, the way it was constructed. I think this may have been before we saw Empire, that I was just like, dude, that guy looks like a badass. And that was it. And ever since, the AT-AT drivers had a special place in my heart and shelf. That's my first Star Wars figure ever. So.
All right, guys. Well, I'm out. Hey, thank you for adding me. I'm really happy to be with the new Gnomies here. I've friended everybody on Facebook that has joined the club, so if you guys need anything, I'd like to keep networking as much as possible. So this is awesome. I'm really excited about it.
You know, Chris, and feel free to leave a comment too on Facebook or the Google Plus. Well, I guess the group on Google Plus is a little different, but even on Facebook, posting something is fine, and that's kind of what the group is there for. So feel free to do that.
See what you think of that, Chris.
That is cool.
That is the unleashed Luke Skywalker, Return of the Jedi. I looked all over for him, and I finally found him. That is awesome.
And that's sweet.
I love the saber effect. I was like, wow, I got to get that.
That's pretty wild.
I know, it's crazy.
It's one of the funny things you can see at a convention.
Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm totally getting that.
I've just noticed I found more of those, some of the images I took at the local WonderCon. There's this one. There's also this one that has all the blood with it.
Oh, whoa, dude.
Yeah, this. And then there's this one.
The stormtroopers are.
I
like
wonder
the way they look.
I wonder if Google Plus is going to, when it records this on YouTube, is it just going to be me, or are you going to be able to see what everybody else is showing off too?
I don't know. I'd probably put this up on Flickr. I should.
Well, no. I'm wondering though, because the way it's being recorded, how it's going to work.
It'll be everybody.
And then this is
everybody.
It will be everybody, Creighton?
Yeah.
That's the lightsaber, Chris.
Oh, dude, that's
real.
Mine's just a toy. To me, it's
yeah.
What's that made out of? A strip of
This is polycarbonate blade or whatever. Yeah. But it makes all the sounds in it. Yeah, these are not. I got like a whole set of these.
Wow. Yeah, the lightsaber thing is like, well, the new ones, they're at least more rugged than the ones that we had growing up, where they're like plastic and they would bend.
Yeah, if I hit it, the helmet's not gonna break. I think
they still sell them.
And the sounds didn't sound right. It was like, So at least they're a little better. It would have been cooler if this blade came off and I could just walk around with just a hilt, but
yeah, but then it would probably break more easily if
probably.
Probably could just build one. You could probably go to hardware store and build some replica very close to it.
They have a bunch of YouTube videos that show you how to do that.
I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was one guy I know used to do his own lightsaber videos. I can't remember his name. Ryan something. He was popular back when the prequels came out. Ryan, I don't remember his name. Ryan Webster, I think his name was. He used to do his own mock lightsaber choreography, and he made his own lightsaber hilts and his own effects.
You're not talking about the lightsaber kid, are you?
No, not the big guy. No, he did his own.
What his name was?
He did really good choreography and did his own lightsaber fights that look almost right on par with the movies.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I think his name was Ryan Webster. You probably Google him.
Cool.
But he has a bunch of YouTube videos.
I don't know. I'm a little disappointed in the friends.
He's like, I'm not opening the rest of them.
I'm like, I'm not going to go as far as to return them, but
yeah.
Put them on eBay.
I think I need to get used to them. No, it doesn't work that way.
Put them up on eBay.
Yeah, that's a simple answer to everything.
Yeah.
You could give those away to Gnomies. Here, have one of these friends.
I don't think you want them.
Return to sender.
Minifigs had a potential of being really, really cool, and I don't know. I'm not a fan yet. Maybe when they're all 5 lined up together or whatever, I'll feel different. I don't know.
It might. You never know.
I doubt it. That's just me. Sorry, I see I've got a zillion emails here. This is the problem when I do anything late in the day. Is I turn back to work, and it's oh great, I have a lot to go through now.
Yeah.
Oh, it's such a scourge. So yeah, I think I would consider tonight a success. This is exactly what I had expected it was going to be. Fun, geeky conversation. Talk about New topics, old topics, and
It's already worth it, in my opinion, Chris.
there you go. For anybody who wants to join Gnomies.com, there's your
You will not be disappointed at all.
No.
Here's another funny story. I didn't notice, but until recently, so I was reading Gizmodo, that before I moved here, I used to live in San Francisco. The house I lived in was 2 blocks away from Steve Jobs' first house.
Really?
Really?
Yes, look at Gizmodo.
Awesome.
It's like I was looking at the house. The design was very similar, so I Google mapped it and looked at the street view. I was like, oh, there's the street. It was just 2 blocks away.
Oh, that's wild, dude.
It's just, at least Gizmodo's giving me the information. Like, damn.
That is wild.
Ironically, the place changed pretty much a lot.
So since we were kind of like on a Star Wars kick today, Chris, I know you're not into gaming, but what are your thoughts on the Old Republic? The online Star Wars game.
I honestly haven't played it.
I have played it. I actually spent my whole New Year's playing that game.
You know, I'm just not a...
You got to be into that kind of game to like it, but I'll tell you, I'm a Star Wars fan, and it appeals to me. I love it. So
I don't know.
Paying the fee every month, yeah, that kind of sucks, but...
You know, I'm just not much of a gamer, and I'd rather have the stuff sitting here, even if it was just a figure, than anything else. Other than that, I'm just not. I don't know. It takes a lot for me to get into gaming anymore.
I don't know if you saw my home office or all the games I have, but I am a serious gamer. I am a serious gamer. I have I don't know how many shelves of games. It's not even funny.
It's not a bad. I do too. I gotta get rid of. I've been trying to get rid of them.
There's some stuff I do gotta get rid of. I did actually just get rid of. I sold a Sega Saturn for like $120, I think, on eBay. Somebody wanted it, and I wasn't playing it anymore.
With a 56K line.
It had. I think the whole reason I got it was for a Dragon Ball Z game that you could. It was an import. That was the whole reason I got it. Yeah, I had some weird priorities back then.
Yeah, because running with a lightsaber is just...
I don't run around with this. Just to let you know, I do not run around. I don't go to work with it or anything. Like, I think my boss would be like, you know what, dude, you could just work from home every day. Don't come in here anymore. You scare me.
Wait, hang on. Troy Rudder saying, what's Ryan versus Dorkman?
That's the guy. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's
so
him.
Troy was saying, okay, I got it.
That's him.
Troy must be watching the Hangout.
Okay.
It says Ryan versus Dorkman.
That was I think it was one of his earlier videos, but he has I think he has like 3 of them out, 3 or 4 of them, and they're actually not bad. They're fun little lightsaber battles that he does.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, I was like, wow, he must have taken a lot of time to do that.
All right, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and wind her down.
Okay.
Now that the Lego's been built, we've geeked out for the evening, and I don't know, maybe, like I said, I don't know how frequently we'll be able to do a Gnomies Hangout. I don't know if it's going to happen every single week, but, certainly once every 2 weeks I think is going to be feasible. If I can pull it off, once a week. But like I said, sometimes schedules are kind of nutty.
Well, especially if you're getting a bug or whatever. Like I said, I usually take the coldies or the emergency. That if you gotta take it before the symptoms start, though. Otherwise, it ain't gonna work.
Kevin, what are you doing?
This was one of the GIFs I was building, but I had to rebuild this. I'm gonna have to rebuild this sometime a little bit later. You said that about this GIF. I already had it in stock, but
you had it in queue.
I already had it, but probably it was just too big for Google Plus to accept it.
You can resize it on. You can go to.
The GIF
here, I'll paste it. Are you in the IRC chat?
Yeah, I'm in the.
I'll just paste it in there. This is where I go, or this is for the Gnomies private IRC chat. That's where I go, Kevin.
Okay. I'll probably have to just resize this. Just a simple resizing because it's a little too big.
That's pretty funny.
It's because you already talked about it. It's like I already have it. It's like, just wait. I'm going to upload this. It's just.
And then, hey, Chris, I know I asked you a while ago, I asked you what your favorite Star Trek movie was. You said Wrath of Khan. What did you think of the new Star Trek that came out, that J.J. Abrams one?
I didn't mind it. It didn't feel like Star Trek to me, though.
It's kind of like a reboot without rebooting it, which was kind of clever. But I still think Wrath of Khan was the best Star Trek movie ever. Like, you can't beat
I don't disagree. I don't disagree. So, all right.
I had to get my reboot question in. He's like, oh, I'm going to bed before I get sick again.
No. I've got to go through like literally 100 messages in my inbox. So,
yeah, no, I
and that's even after culling them down to, before the show started, I had it down to 7. So.
Oh, jeez.
I have and it's after everything's, I have a lot to go through.
Yeah.
So.
No doubt.
It never ends.
All right, well, it was fun hanging out with all you guys.
Yep.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yep. Take care, guys.
Take care. See ya.
See ya. Feel better, Chris.
Yeah.